Hi, my name is Fabian Thomas and I'm from Jamaica. Why do I love Queen Sugar? It is unlike any other thing I've experienced on TV. It is a bright, shining gift, just full of love and grace, and also such art. It's so artistically well crafted, and the storytelling, the presentation of this family, this life, this journey is unlike anything I've experienced ever. So I'm just really, really grateful for it. The cultural impact of Queen Sugar for me is it shined a light on New Orleans, on that life, that lifestyle, that cultural presence and impact. And a family having a farm. I can't think of many shows where we've seen a black family that had this farm, this land in their family, and it being treated in that way. And so the nuancing of it in terms of the culture of the area, the family practices, the traditions, the coming together, the food, and also the issues around living with racial divides and racial tensions. I thought was particularly powerfully culturally relevant and impacting for me with Queen Sugar. How is it different from any other show? So it hit me, I think maybe the second or third episode in, I was full. I was so full, and I was thinking, why am I having this feeling, this experience? And then it hit me that this is unusual. This is not the norm. This kind of grace with which people of color are shot on film, close-ups of people saying "I love you," and the unraveling of these stories and these lives, and the laughter, the joy, the pain, the tears was just dealt with such beauty and gifted to us so beautifully, and it was unusual, and so had a big impact on me. I think that the detail of the storytelling, the landscape, the beautiful geographical landscape, but also the people landscape, and that journey, that beautiful interweaving of this tapestry was very unusual, very new, and also needed, and I'm so grateful for it. So I hope at some point I get to meet Ava DuVernay, and I'm probably just gonna be able to hold her hand and say, thank you. Thank you to you and your team, the directors, who have just given us this gift through the lens, through your pens, through your writing, and also the cast of actors who have just been phenomenal. My favorite character, now I have to acknowledge that this is cruel and unusual punishment because I have so many favorites. But since I'm being forced, I'm gonna have to say it's Ralph Angel. Ra is my boy. Ra is my heart. I just think his journey, watching him take this journey, has been a gift. It's so important. I think we don't often see black and brown men take their journeys in such an open, vulnerable way, and that's my favorite thing about Ra. He gets knocked down and he gets back up. He makes his mistakes and he learns from them. But he's so full of love. And I used to see online, I think I still see people say, "Oh, he cries too much." I say, leave him. Our Jamaican artist Chronix has a song where he says, "Love me, make me ball, leave me, make me cry." I think black men should be regifted with their tears and allowed to express emotionally. And for me, Ra is the heart of the show. And I'm so grateful for the journey. Kofi Cerebral, big up yourself, as we say in Jamaica. That's it. It's just Ralph Angel. Ralph Angel for me all the way. And I think I'm looking forward to seeing more black and brown male characters treated in similar ways, but charting new territory. My favorite scene and why, again, cruel and unusual punishment. Because it's so I'm gonna start by saying generally any scene where the Borderlands get together is one of my favorites because there is such, first of all, the immense talent that's in front of this camera, but also these characters, and whether they're there to celebrate or, you know, shade and drama or healing or going through a history or discovery, there is always such immense power in the scenes when the Borderlands get together. But my favorite scene is one of the earlier scenes in the series, and not necessarily an easy scene to watch. It's when Ernest dies and Ralph Angel and Blue are on the bed with him. Oh my goodness. I was weeping. What a beautiful picture of this generation, 3 generations in this family. Even though there was mourning and there was grief, but there was just the history, the love, all the lived experiences that were in that moment, in this moment of, you know, Ernest transitioning to another plane of existence. I just thought was magical. It goes down as my favorite scene. So here are my quick special mentions. Mr. Prosper. Oh my goodness, Mr. Prosper. Mr. Prosper. I feel like Mr. Prosper is a member of my family. Love that character so much. And bless you, Mr. Sanders, for bringing him to life and giving him to us. Another really, I thought, very important storyline that was so beautifully done and executed by both actors. So Micah and Isaiah, when they had that scene, you know, unpacking the experiences and the tension and the sexual energy that's been happening, you rarely ever get to see black and brown men have this kind of conversation. And I think it's so important for, you know, just love and healing and diversity and to heal some trauma and to be inclusive, for us to see more of that. So that was a really, really important scene for me. When Nova did that book, that whole season was fire. And I totally got why she did it, but you know, the way she went about it was just wrong, my sister. But the healing that she thought would happen did in fact happen. My last mention is going to be the Charlie had to grow on me. I hated Charlie. I could not stand Charlie in the beginning of the show, and she's now one of my favorite characters. But the journey with her and Davis and that reuniting and that rekindling has been so wonderful to watch, and again, unusual. You know, these people parted ways for good reason, who found their way back together with the growth and experiences they've had. It was just a joy to watch. I was constantly in tears while watching it. And I have to say, Art Vi and Hollywood, oh my goodness, when do we get to see an older black couple in a romance, in this love, in this relationship? Yes, 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 I'm Team Hollywood all the way. And I love Aunt Vi. I love Aunt Vi, even though she'd get on my nerves when she was harassing Ralph Angel about Blue. And I'm going to end this 8-minute thing by saying the scene when Ralph Angel told Blue, no matter what, you are my son. Oh. As we speak, or as I speak, as I record this, so many black and brown boys need to hear men in their lives, fathers, uncles, whoever, stepfathers, say this to them. So again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love Blue. Blue is an absolute delight. I'm going to wait till that truck passes and you guys can edit this out. Queen Sugar, Queen Sugar, Queen Sugar. What a treasure. What a gift. What a blessing. Thank you to the whole team, to Ava DuVernay, my sister. I've never met you, but I love you and I feel you. And I'm so glad I'm around in this time to experience your art and your craft as you grace the world with it. The whole team, everybody who had anything to do with this show, thank you and bless you from Kingston, Jamaica.